in the rugged, unforgiving terrain of Afghanistan. Nestled in a valley, often called the Valley of Death, stood combat outpost Keating. This remote and isolated base was considered by many to be indefensible, a fatal flaw in a complex war. On October 3, 2009, that flaw was brutally exposed when over 300 Taliban fighters launched a coordinated, overwhelming assault. They rained down rocket-propelled grenades and machine gun fire from the high ground, a relentless storm of steel and fire. The American soldiers were outnumbered, surrounded, and fighting for their very lives. Amidst the chaos and carnage, as the perimeter was breached and the enemy poured into the camp, one soldier stood as a beacon of unwavering courage. Her name was Specialist Ty Carter. But this story isn't just about him. It's about the woman who, from thousands of miles away, became his lifeline, his eyes in the sky, and a crucial part of the battle's turning point. That woman was Staff Sergeant Tanisha R. Richardson, an intelligence analyst stationed at a forward operating base. As reports of the attack flooded the operations center, the situation looked grim. Communications were failing, friendly positions were being overrun, and the commanders on the ground were wounded. It was a nightmare scenario, but Sergeant Richardson remained calm under unimaginable pressure. She wasn't on the front line, but her mind was a battlefield. Piecing together fragments of information, radio chatter, and grainy drone footage to build a clear picture for the commanders and pilots desperately trying to help. She became the vital link. When pilots couldn't identify friendly forces from the enemy in the smoke-filled compound, Richardson guided them. She relayed precise coordinates, identified enemy strongpoints, and directed airstrikes with surgical accuracy. She could hear the desperation in the soldiers' voices, the explosions, the gunfire. Every second counted, and every decision she made had life or death consequences. She was not just an analyst, she was a virtual defender of the outpost. While Specialist Ty Carter was on the ground, braving enemy fire to rescue a wounded comrade and resupply ammunition, Sergeant Richardson was his guardian angel from above. She coordinated the air support that suppressed enemy positions, giving Carter and his fellow soldiers the breathing room they needed to fight back, to regroup, to survive. Her intelligence work wasn't just data on a screen. It was the shield that protected them, the sword that struck back at the enemy. The Battle of Kamdesh, as it came to be known, was one of the bloodiest engagements for American forces in the war. 8 U.S. soldiers made the ultimate sacrifice, and more than 24 were wounded. But against all odds, the outpost did not fall. The defenders, though heavily outnumbered, repelled the massive attack. Specialist Ty Carter would later receive the Medal of Honor for his extraordinary heroism. But the story of that day is incomplete without recognizing the calm, decisive voice on the other end of the radio. Staff Sergeant Tanisha Richardson's actions proved that heroism isn't always about pulling a trigger. It's about courage under pressure, about using your skills to save lives when everything is on the line. She was a key reason why more soldiers didn't perish in that valley of death. Her intelligence, her focus, and her unwavering dedication in the face of chaos helped turn the tide of a desperate battle. She proved them all wrong. Thank you for watching. If this story of incredible bravery inspired you, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more stories of unsung heroes. We'll see you next time.